welcome to lesson 99. This is called adding and subtracting whole numbers and decimal numbers. This one I'm hoping will be a very easy lesson for you as we've already added and subtracted dollars and cents, so the same rule applies with decimal numbers. Now the big important thing to remember is that whenever you add a whole number to a decimal number, such as 1 plus 1.25, I'll say that, 1 plus 1 and 25 hundredths, pin the decimal point on the back of the whole number. So I would put the decimal point at the end of the 1, and I could put 1.00, 1.00, instead of writing just 1 plus 1 and 25 hundredths. So I'm going to show you in this first example what that's going to look like. 6 and 2 tenths plus 3 plus 4 and 25 hundredths. So I'm actually going to look at the amount of digits that I have first, and I usually like to start with the number that has the most amount of digits first. So that would be 4 and 25 hundredths. That's going to tell me where my other numbers are going to go. So I'm adding plus 3. Now 3 is in the ones place, my 4 is in the ones place. So my 3 needs to be under the 4, and since it's a whole number, I'm going to place the decimal point after the 3. That's where it tells me where it's going to go. Decimal point goes after the 3, and if I put 2 zeros right here, it still equals 3. So that tells me that this is still 3. Pin the decimal point after the whole number. I can add as many zeros as I want, and it's still the same value. And then plus 6 and 2 tenths. So 6 and 2 tenths. Again, if I add the 0 after the decimal number, it still has the same value. I'm going to add these numbers together. That's 5, that's 4, and 9 plus 4 is 13. So I have 13 and 45 hundredths. I'll write that more clearly. 13 and 45 hundredths. So that would be my answer. Lined up the decimal points, and with my whole number, I put the decimal point right after it. So pin the decimal point right after the whole number. It's kind of like pin the tail on the donkey, sort of. Anyway, example 2 has 24 and 6 tenths minus 8. I want you to go ahead and set that up and see what you can do on your own. 24 and 6 tenths minus 8. Again, decimal point goes after the whole number, at the end of the whole number, and then I can just put a 0 here to help me keep my digits aligned. 6 minus 0 is 6. I can't do 4 minus 8, so that becomes 14. This becomes 1. 14 minus 8 is 6. 1 minus nothing is 1. Decimal point gets dropped straight down. So that would be 16 and 6 tenths is the difference. Decimal point went right after the whole number. Example 3 says which digit in 4 and 65 hundredths is in the same place value as the 2 and 12. Now first of all, we've seen questions like this actually on a test before. Now what place value, the important thing that you need to know is what place value is my 2 in the number 12? What place value is that? You should have said it's in the ones place. So if this is in the ones place, which digit in this number is also in the ones place? Well, the ones place is right to the left of my decimal point, right before my decimal number, which is the 4. So my answer would be 4. 4 is also in the ones place. So that's how I broke that type of question down. Is first of all, I asked myself what place value is my 2 in, because that's what I need to look for in my other number. So the 2's in the ones place, which digit in this number is also in the ones place, and that's how I was able to arrive at my answer. So in the practice set problems, there's a lot of them in the book. However, I just want you for now to do G, H, and I by yourself. Go ahead and write down your answers that you arrive with. Please show your work. Write down your answers. Please show your work best as possible, and we'll go over those answers in class as well as the rest of the practice set. Thank you very much for paying attention.